So here we go, Dylan. We're going to take a look at your pitching. Got you lined up here with Felix Hernandez. You're throwing from the windup, he's throwing from the stretch. I'll get you to that same position. Okay, so we're going to take you into your first movement. Take Felix into his first movement. Pretty similar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Notice anything different?
He's looking at his target and I'm looking off to the side.
He's not really looking yet. You're pretty similar. A couple things that might be a little bit different, and this is a style thing as far as I'm concerned, but if you look at your toe is up, his toe is down. Okay. Some people see that as a sign of early rotation. I've seen guys that can do it both ways. Let's take a look at your move here to the plate. Okay, take you to foot strike. Let's take Felix to foot strike. Okay. Do you notice any differences?
His arm's back here and mine's up here.
Okay.
And my glove's down and his is up here.
Okay, yeah. So the first thing that I notice is this glove. Okay, second thing I notice is that ankle and that ankle. Okay, Felix has rotated his hips when he lands. So a high velocity pitcher will land with his hips facing the target. Okay, or barely facing third base and then as soon as possible facing home plate. Okay, and they create what's called torque. So torque is basically the separation between your hips and your shoulders. If you notice, his ankle, knee, and hip have all fired towards the target. Notice how your ankle, knee, and hip have yet to rotate. Okay, you've started to use your knee and your hip a little bit, but your ankle is yet to go and your front side's already gone. So right now when you're landing, you are throwing. Okay, if you remember yesterday when we talk about a high velocity pitcher, we noticed two stages: the stride phase where the ends at foot strike, boom, there's the stride phase. Now begins the throwing phase. Click, click, click. There goes the shoulder. There goes the elbow. There goes the ball in the hand. Okay? If you notice, you, who at this time is a lower velocity pitcher, right? Good for your age, but you're not throwing as hard as King Felix. He throws 100, right? But you can. If he can do it, you can do it. Take you back into foot strike. Boom. Okay, if you notice, right when your hip turned right there, your shoulder turned. Did you notice that? Watch. There goes the hip. There's the shoulder. You had a little bit of separation there. A little bit. But we're going to be able to increase it. Okay, if you remember yesterday when we held the ball, right here, I'd still like to be able to see you holding that ball. Let's take a look at Felix. Notice how he can hold that ball in there right now. So his hand is inside his elbow. Okay, if we see him from the side, his hand is inside his elbow. So he's strong. He's about at 90 degrees. 90 degrees is very strong. Basic thing, if you notice the separation between the phases. There's more separation here. He's got separation between his hips and his shoulders. Does that help?
Yeah.
So the main thing I want you to work on, I like the way you start. Let's add that deep breath. Let's make sure the eyes pick up the target just a little bit sooner. And then I'm going to give you some exercises to practice landing before you throw. Atta boy.